Hey, what's up guys, SoldierKnowsBest here. I'm in my hotel room here in New York City, and I just left the Samsung Galaxy S4 event that went down at the Radio City Music Hall. Now this event had a lot of fanfare, a lot of anticipation for it, and Samsung seemed to throw some Broadway features and things like that into the whole event. It had actors and entertainers to come on stage and really show off some of the new features of this phone. But before we get to all those new features, I'm going to talk about some of the specs of this bad boy. This thing is going to be having either a quad-core or an 8-core processor, depending on where you get this phone in the world. Looks like the international version will definitely be 8 cores. And Phone Buff, they did an awesome little benchmark comparison here between this phone and a lot of other phones out there in the market using Quadrant. And you can see this S4 is really a powerful phone. And it's also going to be coming with 2 gigabytes of RAM, a 2600 milliamp battery, which is a pretty big battery. It also is going to have 16, 32, or 64 gigabytes worth of storage. And of course, it will have a micro SD card slot so you can expand it to your needs. Now, it'll also have LTE, and it will be running Android 4.2.2, which is the latest version of Android Jelly Bean. And this thing also has a 5-inch display, which is going to be 1920 by 1080. So it's a full 1080p display. It looks very, very nice. It has 441 ppi, so the screen is just really sharp. And they kind of got rid of the bezels as much as they could with this device, so the screen is really going to be taking up almost your entire hand. Now, as far as the design, this phone looks very similar to the Samsung Galaxy S3. Kind of like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Some people are disappointed by it, but overall, the phone is lighter and it does feel a little bit better in your hand when you do hold it. As far as software, Samsung definitely did not hold back on adding new features. One new feature is called Air View, which will allow you just to wave your hand in front of the device without touching it, and you'll be able to go back and forth and kind of browse through pictures or go back and forth in your web browser. And basically the whole purpose is that maybe your hands are dirty, or you got, ladies, you're doing your fingernails as far as polish and stuff like that, and you may want to use this feature. It's a little bit gimmicky like all these features I'm about to talk about, but it does work. Now, another feature is basically going to be tracking your eyes. So if you are watching a video and you look away to maybe talk to somebody or something like that, it will go ahead and automatically pause the video. And then when you look back at the screen and it tracks your eyes, it'll start playing the video. So that's a nice feature that could be useful. It also does have a feature called Group Play, which will allow you to connect with other Samsung Galaxy S4s that are near you. And so say you have a song you want everybody to hear, you can basically use Group Play to beam that song to everybody's phones, and it'll be playing at the same time. That works for photos and videos and things like that. Kind of cool. And also they're going to be getting to some health features as well. So it's called S Health, and it'll allow you to track your progress throughout the day as far as how much exercise you're getting and how far you're walking. And depending on the temperature outside, it actually has a temperature gauge inside of this. It will kind of track all that stuff within its application. And also they're going to be releasing different accessories like the S Band, which is basically going to be taking on the Nike Fuel Band, and also the Jawbone Up and things like that you can attach and just put on your wrist, and it'll be able to wirelessly sync all the information with your phone. Then another feature is called S Translate. So if you are in another country, you don't know the language, you can type in the phone whatever you're trying to tell somebody, and they'll go ahead and speak out in that particular language what you typed, and then vice versa. Once the person answers you, it'll go ahead and take the voice and also put that into text for you so you can read on your screen. And that's going to talk about the camera. Now, Samsung is throwing in a 13 megapixel rear-facing camera and a 2 megapixel front-facing camera into the Galaxy S4. And probably the coolest features of the night that they showed off is called Dual Record, which will basically allow you to record a video or take pictures from the front-facing camera and the rear-facing camera at the exact same time. And the whole logic behind that is that, say you're recording your kid playing a football game and he scores a touchdown, and you can not only just see the kid, running for that touchdown, but also you can see your reaction as a parent or whoever at the same time. You can combine that in the video, which it has some cool uses. And they also have a couple other modes. One is called Cinema Mode, which will allow you to take still pictures, but they'll have moving backgrounds. Then another mode is called Sound and Shot Mode, which will allow you to add audio to a still image. Now, they didn't really talk about how much better this camera is over the previous camera in the Samsung Galaxy S3. They didn't really show us examples or things like that. So still kind of waiting to see exactly how good of an image this camera can produce. Now, Samsung also talked about some new accessories. One is going to be the View cover, which is going to be just like all the other covers that they released, but it has a little cutout at the top, which will allow you to see notifications and things like that come on the screen. Then they also have this new Bluetooth controller that it didn't really talk about during the press conference, but that news came out that it's going to have this wireless Bluetooth controller, which looks a lot like an Xbox controller that you'll be able to use for gaming and things like that. So that's most of the things they talked about with this phone. There's a lot of other little tweaks and things like that I didn't hit on in this video, but I will cover it in future videos. But overall, my whole experience with this phone. I was able to get some hands-on with it. I mean, a lot of people are kind of along with me feeling that this is kind of like the Samsung Galaxy S3s, just like the iPhone 3GS or the iPhone 4S, which is not totally a bad thing. I think Samsung is realizing they can't really totally reinvent the phone every single year like Apple has realized. But this phone is going to be bringing a lot of new software tweaks and things like that. So if you're really into software and adding new features, Samsung is definitely not going to disappoint in that category. And so ultimately with this Samsung Galaxy S4, there are a lot of improvements. It's just not a lot of leaps ahead as far as innovation with this phone, but I think a lot of people will be satisfied with the new changes. All right, guys, I'm about to go ahead and cut this video right here, but stay tuned for more details about the Samsung Galaxy S4 as they come out. So make sure you do subscribe to my channel so you'll be updated with my new videos. And also my show, Soldier Tech Battlefield, that's on the Tech Feed channel. I'll leave a link over here somewhere. I'll be talking about the Samsung Galaxy S4 and comparing it with some of the other phones on the market like the HTC One. So stay tuned for that video coming out on Saturday. And guys, I want to see what you guys think about this Samsung Galaxy S4. So leave a comment down below in the comment section about whether you like it, whether you hate it. And thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.